I better stand on this side of the rock.
It wouldn't budge. I wasn't strong enough to move that rock. What a peculiar trap.
Fantastical floating island. Only steps away. It's so floaty. You'll be amazed. Almost there. World's greatest and only floating island. Don't turn right. No floating islands that way. Kids, don't stop screaming until Dad pulls over the wagon. This was on my bucket list.
That didn't fit there.
How about...
Interesting thought. Starberries framed a serene view. Shame about that buzzing beehive, though.
Bees!
I ruined the bees' day and that lovely meal. I tucked the berries away for later, even though I was craving a cliffside snack. That didn't need a bell. I never waste food.
Seems like a waste of money.
Moving any further in the dark seemed like a bad idea.
You just pranced into a dark... You just pranced into a dark cave filled with vicious wolves?
You know, I'm not sure. Maybe I should pause for reflection.
Don't worry. The Wetzels will be here soon, Princess Madeline.
I wasn't always the master archer you see before you now.
How'd you learn?
We'll get to that part.
Seems like a way.
I think I should save these.
Grandpa, how about...
That didn't fit.
Grandpa...
I'm not going to lie. I took that rock for granted.
Grandpa... I think I...
That...
Seems like a...
Hasn't anyone told you it's not polite to go stomping around on people's backs? Give me one good reason not to gobble you up right now.
Because, like yourself, I too am a bridge troll. See?
You're pretty ugly for a troll. A long nose and a bushy tail like that? Are you sure you're not a bridge bandicoot?
Where I come from, trolls and bandicoots are best friends.
Oh. Where I come from, the sweet taste of delicious bandicoot tail helps to relieve backage. And my back is really itchy.
Well then, I am most certainly a bridge troll.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't believe you. It's just that I've been crossed so many times. One more time, and I might emotionally collapse. Would you be so kind to accept my apology? And join me in the secret dance of the Bridge Troll Guild?
Oh, yes, of course, the troll dance. I, only know the traditional Ludor version, so you should start.
Very well, Tiny Bandicoot. You're no bridge troll. So I ask you again, give me one good reason not to gobble you up right now.
If you let me go, I can return to you with bundles of royal food. You see, I'm training to be a knight. If you release me, I'll make sure the king rewards you for your troubles.
You're a little scrawny for a knight. A long neck and a silly feather like that? Are you sure you aren't a goose?
Yes, I am quite sure I am not a goose.
That's exactly what a goose would say. Lucky for you, Ulfie hates the taste of goose. The feathers are bad for digestion. Now, where do you want from Ulfie, Goosey?
What are all those weird instruments around the bridges for?
Usually those horns are used to summon its associated bridge troll to fill the gap. But we have removed all mouthpieces until we get word from the head of the guild. Ulfie was instructed to keep all his horns hidden from humans. I keep mine under my butt. Shh.
You wouldn't happen to know where I can find an Eye of a Beast, would you?
Is it time for the tournament already? I thought that was on Tuesday. Oh, bother, my memory's failing again. Ulfie's been suffering from sleep deprivation. A very rude monster has been snarling in the bushes behind my back.
Is this monster you speak of hideous, perchance?
Snarling Snarlax is legendarily hideous. Those puny guards of Daventry would surely be impressed by his eye. It is rumored the beast has 2 purple eyes with bright blue, glowing pupils, 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth. I could let you cross and perhaps even help you with that fire-eyed monster, but since Ulfie didn't eat you, Ulfie needs a pick-me-up. His big tooth is a sweet one. If you bring me something to eat, I'll consider helping you.
Can you share with me why all the bridges seem to be missing in Daventry?
Well, little Goosey, until further notice, the Bridge Troll Guild is officially on strike. For too long have we, the bridges, have been stomped on by sharp-pointed shoes of the puny guards. And do they care that my back breaks out in an itchy rash from all that marching? Of course not. As Pilar says, for shame, Daventry. We're not going back to work until the kingdom can take better care of their roads. I should be at the meeting, but Ulfie always shows up fashionably late, right when the croissants are served.
Happy trails.
Waddle back briskly, Goosey. Ulfie is starving.
Was a hideous beast lurking inside? How could I lure that hideous beast out?
Seems like...
That didn't need a bell.
Strange. Strange.
Wherever you are hiding, hideous beasts, Whisper will find you. Do swirls count?
After trying for hours to catch those flies, I was exhausted and thought I was going to croak.
Not funny.
Come into the daylight, you...
I walked into town with my last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap.
Hello there, and good afternoon. Forgive the shop from lacking our usual favorites. With all the bridges out and my supplier missing, I can't keep all my delicious treats stocked. But have a look around. I'm here to answer any questions. Yes, lad?
Got any free samples?
Oh, today only. I'm letting people sample our new walnut strudel. However, I ran out of bitter root. It's really nasty on its own, but it really brings out the nutty flavor of the strudel. It usually grows under big, heavy rocks. If you can find me some, you can have all the free samples you want.
What's today's special?
Oh, well, today I am baking up quite the treat. Grandma's star shroom pie. A delicacy big enough to feed an army. Or someone with the appetite of an army. I've eaten it in one sitting before. Well, don't judge. No one would trust a skinny baker, now would they? Unfortunately, my ingredients haven't been delivered, and I can't complete the recipe. Until those bridges get fixed, people will just have to settle for the love in my goat hoof pie instead. Tell you what. If you can find me some starberries and sugar shrooms, you can have this monster pie for the discounted price of 1 gold coin.
So, where can I find the ingredients for that giant pie?
I'll also need 1 gold coin. But which ingredient?
The sugar shrooms.
They are pink and only grow in cold, dark areas.
Never mind. Good day.
Have a sweet day.
Graham. If you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh, forgive me. Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor, my bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Usually, that sleep depriver would be hunted down and fed to the crumbler. But today is different. Today, I sold a shield while I was out watching the parade, and money always puts me in a better mood. Anyway, take a look around. Let me know if something piques your interest. Back away from the crumbler. Unless you have 50 gold coins for a work order.
Oh!
Don't touch that, Graham, or you might be the one losing an eye. You can post a work order on anything you want lifted, chopped, or crumbled. Then I'll bring out Mrs. Crumbler to fulfill the order.
You aren't the delivery boy, are you? That merchant is usually so prompt with our rare, miraculous, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
Oh, hush feathers, Chester. This boy's no courier. He desires a position in King Edward's court. He appears to be a compassionate gentleman, but he is clearly out of his comfort zone. He is one who needs to think more with his brain and less with his heart if he is going to defeat the contenders in this year's night tournament.
Zounds! Did you just read my fortune?
No, we're just very old and very judgmental people.
It's true we're judges. This is my judging face.
Ariel and I don't read fortunes anymore.
Yep. There was no future in it.
Well, we've shifted our core business to potions, curiosities, and the occasional practical joke. We gladly share our wisdom for free, but everything else starts at one shiny gold coin.
Take a look around, boy. Let us know if you like anything you see.
Something mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot. Something mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot.
What are these little guys?
Those are bird bombs. Our own invention.
Kinda like a smoke bomb, but they release gas that will cause your victim to cluck like a chicken. Temporarily, of course.
Those ones are expired, though, so they're just for display.
It looked like some type of broken lantern.
He reminds me of our son.
Yes.
Do you have any eyes of hideous beasts in stock?
An eye, you say? Yes, yes. Your name, please?
It's Graham. Last name?
Graham, with a G, I assume. I don't see your name on this list. Well, you did pre-order, right?
Pre-order?
Oh, yes, this time of year our eyes fly off the shelves.
If you haven't pre-ordered, you're out of luck. Our eyes are completely on back order. If you like, we can put you on the waiting list for our next shipment.
When will that arrive?
We get shipments every 8 months.
I'm afraid that won't work.
Well, hang on a sec. It's Graham, right? May we bend your ear for a bit?
Bend away.
You need an eye for the tournament, I'm guessing.
Yes, I have always dreamed of becoming a knight.
Why? With Daventry's addendums this and proclamations that, it seems a frightful business. Do you have any idea how many royal guards we lose to that voracious moat monster?
Well, my father was a knight, and my grandfather was a knight, and my great-grandfather, well, he was a dentist, but his father was a knight. Basically, I come from a long line of protecting crowns. I started looking for knight jobs while I was still in the academy, but Once I graduated, all the opportunities had dried up. I might not fit in here, but Daventry's my last shot.
Oh, you'll fit in just fine. It might be too late to capture the rule-defined eye of a hideous beast, but rules will bend for those who can outsmart the rule makers.
Ooh, how much for that candle?
Our everlasting blue flame lantern? The housing's broken. Someone brought it in for repair but never paid.
Tell you what, if you bring us something we can hollow out to house the candle, you can have it for the price of one shiny gold coin.
So, I've just gotta know, what is brewing in that cauldron? Is it a transfiguration elixir? Is it an invincibility potion? If I drink it, will I understand the language of creatures? Will I sprout the wings of an eagle? Or a fly?
Oh, this? Teeth whitening potion.
Oh, it's gonna change everything.
Watch this. Behold the power of whitening.
Oh, well. Oh, well, we're still working out the kinks. While we're still in the prototype phase, feel free to dip whatever you want in there free of charge.
How's that teeth whitening potion coming?
While we're still working on it, you can dip whatever you want in it for free. No guarantees it'll come out right, though.
Fare thee well.
Always look on the smart side of life.
How'd the bell work on that?
Go ahead, dip it.
Astounding!
Go ahead and dunk it.
Astounding!
How'd the bell, Grandpa? That's not going to work.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
I think I know where you used this, and it wasn't here. You poked?
I did not poke that. That didn't need a bell.
Seems like a waste of money.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty! Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
I think I know where you used this, and it wasn't here.
Those are sweet, but only when cooked. Those are sweet, but only when cooked. Oh, a nose picker. Too bad Alfie already picked his nose. It's over there. Ludor uses those to summon bridges.
That didn't need a bet.
Seems like a waste of money.
I never win.
You poked?
No poking. The announcement board was covered until round 2 of the tournament. I couldn't move that rock, so I just scrambled.
These are terrible. I think. Seems like.
I never waste. My love, you're my everything. I might not have enough money for a ring yet, but I just can't wait any longer. Will you be mine forever? I better put this back. Someone had set the scene for a lovely evening. Someone had set the scene for a lovely evening. My love, you're my everything. I might not have enough money for a ring yet, but I just can't wait any longer. Will you be mine forever? I better put this back. I never waste food.
Seems like a waste of money.
I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with the craftsmanship of these traps.
Get out of here! Scram! Shoot! Beat it! Ugh, these dumb lanterns are always breaking. You hear that, Chester? You're a hack! Not everyone around here takes pride in their work like I do. Unfortunately, those blue flames are the only things that spook the pack, so I'm forced to return to their shop of wizardry and toiletries. Wetzel wolves are super aggressive this time of year. Usually, they travel north to the hills of Serenia for mating season. But like us, they are stranded here until the bridges are fixed. Hey, kid, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you help me keep that back door closed? I run the local Wetzel Wolf Watch program here in town. There's patches getting made. If you keep that door closed, you can be an official member. Think it over. Patches!
If I could bring the Hobblepots something to hollow out and house that glowing blue candle, I could have that lantern for the price of one shiny gold coin, of course.
Grandpa,
We won't take your money until we've done the job. Bring us something to house that candle, then we'll happily take your money.
That pumpkin was housing too many squirrels for my taste.
seems like
I never waste food.
West, Tournament Theater. North, Town Square. South, under development, coming next spring. West, Tournament Theater. North, Town Square. South, under development, coming next spring. Ew, gross.
Ah, I remember my first beast eye. It was one of those snaky hydras. Nearly killed me.
Caution, bees
I figured
and
it had 20-something
distress.
more eyes, so what was one less?
I take it she didn't agree.
She did not.
Shame. These could have been carved into really nice jack-o'-lanterns.
Will the squirrels remember that?
The squirrels will most certainly remember that.
Pumpkins are not sweet, so Ulfie will not eat. Those are sweet, but only when cooked.
Give us one shiny gold coin and the beautiful blue flame lantern will be all yours.
So you spent your only coin to buy the lantern?
I did. I figured that lantern would light an alternate path to find an eye.
Thanks, dearie. And here's your lovely pumpkin lantern with a glowing blue flame candle.
are my eyes. Find your own eyes.
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
I think I know where you... That doesn't need to be illuminated.
Oh, I love the sweet sound those make just outside of town. These starberries look a bit off, but they smell good. Oh well, bakers can't be choosers. Thanks. Now, if you can find me the sugar shrooms, she's all yours for the discounted rate of 1 shiny gold coin.
Hey, Graham. Cute. Hopefully that's less fragile than Chester's.
That did...
How much for that twisty dagger over there?
It's not for sale. Needs a bit more work.
doesn't need to be illuminated.
Ludor uses those to summon bridges.
Strange.
That doesn't need to be
That didn't need a bell.
Wherever you are hiding, hideous beasts, Whisper will find you. Do squirrels count as hideous?
I had to be careful with my cape while sliding around for those frogs. I didn't want to rip it.
I don't know what's worse, dad jokes or grandpa jokes.
Come into the daylight, you hideous beasts!
That is a bell, not an eye. Are you in possession of an eye?
Nice try. That almost looks like a hideous eye. But it's orange and very much a pumpkin.
Whoever heard of an orange eye?
Shame. These could have been carved into really nice jack-o'-lanterns.
Get out! Shoo! Get off that hay bale. Out of those flowers! Put that sack lunch down! No patch for you. You know why.
That doesn't need...
That did...
This will work great for dipping.
Go ahead and dunk it.
Ta-da!
Purple. Well, yeah, ta-da! Here you go, boy.
I'm ready for the presentation. I have extracted an eye from the most hideous of beasts.
Whoa, the snarling Snarlax. It's so purple and flamey.
Right this way. Well done.
For those brave souls that are still with us, welcome back. Now, you may have heard some squawking from a few naysayers in our kingdom concerned with the ethics of the tournament. But proclamations and addendums aside, this is the way we have always done it in Daventry, and this is the way we will continue. Now, knight hopefuls, if you would be so kind as to present your eyes.
Hold still.
I thought it was the two-eyed snarling Snarlax with 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth.
I've heard of a three-eyed species, but very rare.
You just completely made that up.
My uncle once caught a five-eyed.
Congratulations, everybody. We officially accept all the eyes presented. I'll see you in the duels.
Take that and that! Oh. Mr. Springbottom. What? You're surprised I'm competing in the stuffed animal tournament? You know what? I will make some stories of my own. I'll pick up where my last book left off. It was called 31 Ways to Slay a Monster. Surprise, Mr. Springbottom!
Gwendolyn!
I'm sorry, Grandma.
Oh, I'll take care of it, dear. I came to tell you your grandfather is ready for you. Run along, go have some adventures. Just try to have your next adventure away from my glass vases, please.
Now it's time for my favourite part of the tournament, the duels. Ha-ha! You will compete against each other in a duel of strength and a duel of speed, with the winners facing off in a championship duel of wits.
The pairings of knights were selected at random, so no complaining. I'm looking at you, Whisper.
Any ties will be settled in sudden death. The winner, of course, will gain the knight position.
The duel of strength will take place at our fantastical and wondrous floating island.
And bring your steed to the tournament theatre for the duel of speed.
Please unveil the tournament board.
I will remain here for any questions.
And good luck to you. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. Has anyone seen that archer knight around?
He probably headed home. He mentioned how hard it was for him to be away from his family.
Whisper saw him headed towards the dark, scary well.
Well, Proclamation 463737134673787763.1.5 states that any knight who voluntarily leaves a competition needs to sign the release form on the back of his portrait. We've had problems in the past.
Do I have any volunteers to track down his signature?
Wonderful. Thank you, Pockets. Here's his portrait. If you could get him to sign it, that would be great. And talk to me if you have any further questions.
Let the duels commence!
Which did you tackle first? The duel of speed or the duel of strength? entranced into a dark...
Get over here. We're waiting. We used all the rafts, so figure it out. I had to use 2 rafts to get across, so sorry, I used yours. There was an extra raft, but Princess Madeline used it for herself. When she travels, she demands only the best. If Princess Madeline ever left me, do you think Mr. Fancy Cakes could fit under my belly? Hurry up and get over here. This guard is starting to creep me out. Seriously, get over here. He's one of those guys who smells like syrup. I'm not sure if he is Royal Guard number 1 or Royal Guard number 2, but I do know he is staring at me, and I don't like it.
I heard some guards gossiping about you training a badger to scare away some squirrels. How long'd that take you to come up with? I used to chase off squirrels in my nappies. Back away from the crumbler. Unless you have 50 gold coins for a work order.
All right, enough words. I'm starting to get a frog in my throat.
Where do these holes lead? Hey, how'd my coin get down there? Triumph? How'd you get up there?
Triumph's stomach seemed to have led him into trouble. I'd have to find a way to get him down. No.
Seems like a waste of money.
Imagine what... No.
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
Stay put, I'll be back with help.
Bizarre holes were burrowed into the forest floor.
Can we skip through this part? Too much walking, not enough dragons.
Yep.
Graham. A little squirrel told me the news. That poor, snarling Snarlax with purple eyes and blue glowing pupils, 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth. Sorry if I'm not impressed, but I just can't support the slaying of innocent beasts. Where is the heart in that? The squirrels won't take kindly to that harassment either. Grandma's sugar shroom pie is still available if you want to try to make friends instead of enemies. I only accept payment on delivery. Bring me the missing ingredients first, then pay me.
No.
Ah, the guy who only eats protein. I only accept payment on delivery. Bring me the missing ingredients first, then pay me. Oh, I love the sweet sound those make just outside of town. I hope it will light your way.
Oh, custard! Just like my mom used to make.
Oh, I'm saving that pie for a special occasion. Sorry.
The sign read, "Ask us about our free samples."
Looks like we could put some love on those bones.
How do I get my free sample?
Well, bring me some bitter root. It's what I need to finish my walnut strudel. It grows under big, heavy rocks.
Good day.
Bye, pie.
It's Graham the Wise. Welcome back. We are so proud of you.
Our crystal ball told us all about the eye you presented.
Couldn't have done it better ourselves.
We were worried that you were too nice to stand a chance in the competition, but you outsmarted them all.
You, son, have a bright future ahead of you.
No matter your choice in life, we will gladly take your money.
Business is business. Now, Chester, can you hand me the frog's breath elixir?
Frog's breath elixir? Yes. Where is that? We seem to be out of...
You drank it all again, didn't you?
Muriel, my blood sugar was low.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so tasty.
Since you can't keep your mitts off our supplies, we are halting production. This potion will have to wait until that merchant brings us our delivery.
If you find a frog, bring it directly to me and I will gladly trade you a sample of this potion. And then I'll have to drink the delicious froggy leftovers.
Until then, no more free dips.
What are these little guys?
Those are bird bombs. Our own invention.
Kinda like a smoke bomb, but they release gas that will cause your victim to cluck like a chicken. Temporarily, of course.
Those ones are expired, though, so they're just for display. He reminds me of our son.
I always miss...
We don't have anything else for that cheap. He might be quick, but he ain't with it. I haven't seen him in a while. Wonder where he went off to. May it light your path always. Bells are always good for a distraction or two.
Yes?
Do you know where Achaka went?
Yes, we need his signature stating that he has voluntarily left the tournament. He was last seen heading towards that old well outside of town. I'd send the guards, but there is a lot of distress past those brambles.
Bye.
Cheerio.
What are you doing this weekend?
Oh, you know. Taking the old lady out dancing.
Caution,
Yes.
bees
You've been
and
working on your night
distress.
moves?
You know it. I'm all about the nightlife. How clever. You turned the king's prized pumpkin into a nightlight. Have you gotten his release form signed yet? I have to admit, I am starting to become a fan. I would need a lot more for a bribe. Oh, the Queen loved music. King Edward strung all those bells to remind us all.
Keep out. Under construction.
Yep, I blew on that horn 5 times. Well, 6 times. After a while, I lost count of how many times I blew on that horn. Then I remembered I blew the horn at least 8 times. I should get a trophy or an achievement for how many times I blew on that horn. I continued to blow on that horn, but my mind was silent.
Hey, Graham. Now that's bold. You don't even know what you're buying. No matter. I'll gladly take your money and give you my gardening tool. It's the only thing you can afford.
Did you do it? Did you spend your only gold coin on the epic weed whacker?
I did. The bulb costs a fortune.
Now, Graham, promise me you will only use this for its intended purpose.
I shall be brave in all my hedge trimmings.
Those plants will never see it coming.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
Machaca was last seen headed down here. Shame he didn't find his eye in time for the tournament.
But Grandpa, the dragon lives down there.
I didn't know that yet, Gwendolyn, and pretend you don't either. This story takes place before the one I told you last night. Sometimes a story is best told out of order.
Oh, got it.
I didn't think he knew the competition was over. Perhaps if he brought back an eye, they would let him back in. Probably an addendum for that.
I need you to sign this! You missed the deadline!
Stalama. Afamata. Afamata. Afamata?
And that's what happens to those who do not listen.
Stalama. Afamata. Afamata? Afamata. Afamata? Water. Afamata? Afamata. Afamata? Afamata. Afamata? Afamata.
And then we pause there for some tea and...
Water. Afamata. Afamata? Afamata. Afamata? Afamata. Afamata? Afamata. Water.
Wait, 2 eyes?
Yes, and another surprise. We didn't share your excitement. He was still after that eye, despite my trying to stop him. It's a shame I was fired so early. I was climbing rapidly towards success.
Grandpa!
I toasted to my new fire-breathing friend.
Grandpa...
Puka.
Afanada!
Puka.
Stalama! Stalama!
Puka.
Afanada!
Puka.
Afanada!
Hey, good looking out.
Achaka.
That dragon was certainly not on a short leash.
Puta!
Stalama, Stalama.
Ooh.
That dragon was certainly not on a short leash. Looks like now I needed him.
Buta!
Afanada.
Puta!
Afanada.
Buta?
Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Afanada.
Buta!
Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Afanada.
Buta!
Afanada.
Buta!
Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Afanada. perhaps there's an addendum that will let you back into the tournament if you bring back an eye?
Shrekky, Afamata.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Shrekky. Buta.
Afanada!
No! I'm done. I am done. This is not for me.
Going somewhere?
Yes, I'm going home, where I belong. I was promised wonder and adventure and fantastical floating islands. And what I got was a Daventry that will never live up to what it once was.
Daventry needs you, Graham. I know it's not what you expected, but give it time. We can work through the kinks together. It can be great once again with the right people in charge.
I'm not that person. And you should stop believing in me. It could get you killed.
Fine. Leave. Be a dentist for all I care. I guess Achaka was wrong.
What?
Nothing. It was nice meeting you, Graham.
Spill it.
Well, Achaka and I were chatting during your chivalry test, and he had some thoughts about you. Didn't you find it odd that Achaka entered this tournament, Graham? Did he ever tell you why?
He might have, but I only learned 2 words of his language.
A horrendous famine struck Achaka's village, Edub2po. He left his suffering family to enter this tournament. He hoped to seek an audience with the king to plead for help. It was a long shot, even for him.
Oh, great. So because of me, a whole village will starve. That makes me feel better.
No. Because of you, a village will be saved. Achaka was impressed by you. He told me he was watching you on your travels to Daventry, and that you seemed like the type of person that could inspire change. More so than those bucketheads, anyways. If you're not going to compete for yourself or me, do it for the Edub2point's. They need you. You're their last hope.
Yes?
What do I need for the Duel of Speed?
Bring your trusted steed to the tournament theatre when you're ready for the Duel of Speed. You do have a trusted steed, don't you?
Where exactly is the Duel of Strength?
The Duel of Strength will take place on Daventry's own fantastical, wondrous floating island. Head north, then east. You can't miss it.
Bye.
Toodles. I have to admit, I am starting to become a fan. Shame, but the tournament must go on. How clever. You turned the king's prized pumpkin into a nightlight. Oh, aren't you the brave one? I have to admit, I am starting to become a fan. Oh, the Queen loved music. King Edward strung all those bells to remind us all.
All right, we're done. This boulder pushing story has hit rock bottom. Oh. I went through...
Hey, String Bean, the faster you get over here, the faster I can beat you, the faster I can be knighted, the faster I can...
Not the choice I would have made. He reminds me of our son.
Wish that teeth whitening potion would have worked. I'd never brush my teeth again.
I'm not sure that's how it works, sweetheart. The prototyping phase was over. No more free dips.
There was absolutely nothing you could do, Graham. Achaka would have met the same fate with or without you. You are the only adventurer to have ever survived that well. That despicable dragon has murdered countless knights, and you are the only one to have wounded him. Achaka's spirit lives on inside you. Let his arrow guide you through the rest of this competition. It's no consolation, but I want you to be my apprentice next spring. Perhaps we can avenge Achaka's death together.
Sure. Why not?
Good. I have a feeling you'll be facing that dragon again soon enough. Such an amazing trophy. Please cherish it forever.
How much for that twisty dagger over there?
It's not for sale. Needs a bit more work. Back Away from the crumbler. Unless you have 50 gold coins for a work order.
Graham, a little squirrel told me the news. Oh, I'm deeply sorry you lost a friend. I'm here to help. Oh, I'm very disappointed in your choice. Once again, sorry for your loss.
Keep out. Under construction. Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty! Not a kitty! Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty! Not a kitty!
Oh, is that what I think it is? Is that a gumball? No. Oh, all right. Ulfie loves the taste of gumballs.
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
Ludor uses those to summon bridges.
It's a good thing we're auditioning potential knights. That moat monster is causing some serious problems.
Have you seen the latest crop? I don't know if they have what it takes. Oh, aren't you the brave one?
Caution, bees and distress.
Shame. These could have been carved into really nice jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh, aren't you the brave one? I'd always been a straight shooter, but Achaka opened my eyes.
All right, that one wasn't that bad.
Well, thank you.
How did you take out all those goblins?
With swiftness or patience? You'll have to wait and see.
did you take out all those goblins?
With swiftness or patience? You'll have to wait and see.
Release me, you fiends! Oh, nice shot! Time for you rocks to roll! Boy! That is your name, right? Boy, thank the shining stars! Where did you learn to shoot like that? Now, I'm not a native goblin tongue, but I'm pretty sure I made out the words unicorns and majestic museum. Mr. Fancy Cakes is too barbarous for a caged life. Listen, I want to sincerely apologize for my pilfering sausages, and thank you for saving me.
Give me my money back, you dirty merchant!
No problem at all. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 1. There you go. I'd give you more, but those hoarding goblins looted my cart. And since we are all square, I have a favor to ask of you. Can you deliver this rare and miraculous ingredient to that amateur magic shop in town? It's a snoozing leaf. Be careful transporting it, though. Once Mr. Fancy Cakes ate one of these snoozing leaves and was knocked out cold for days. Well, gotta run. Good thing these shorts breathe so well. Thanks again, boy. I won't forget this. Sayonara.
Did the merchant remember that?
Ha! The merchant immediately forgot that.
That doesn't look. Seems.
No.
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
Our order is finally here. Well, part of it anyway. Chester, remind me to leave a poor review for that merchant on the town board.
Ah, this should do the trick.
It's close, but it still needs that frog's breath.
Well, I'm glad I could help further it along.
Yes, and as a token of our appreciation, we would like to give you this vial of hypnotic powder. Oh, it's expired.
It can work. It was just never finished.
Let me guess, it's missing lollipop root, or baby's tears. I can bring you a tuft of Mr. Fancy Cake's fur.
Nope, it just needs raisins. Here.
Thanks, I guess.
Wish that teeth whitening potion would have worked. I'd never brush my teeth again.
I'm not sure that's how it works, sweetheart.
Oh, hope you're hungry.
Good day.
Don't forget to follow your heart. Oh, is Chester up to no good again? Oh, I'm very disappointed in your choice.
Hey, Graham. Did you get that from Chester? Is it some kind of stink bomb? I ain't touching it.